is AI going to replace like me as an agent? The answer is no. Like you said, you still need a captain to pilot the ship. So we tend to run into two different kinds of agents when talking about Gale. Those that, like you said, really resist it. And I find that resistance comes from a lack of understanding. Because a lack of understanding generates fear, right? And then the other one is the ones that are willing to give it a shot. In the tech world, we call those the innovators, right? Think of the people that would wait at 5 a.m. in front of an Apple store to get the new iPhone. Those are the kind of people that are like innovators that want to try something new, that are willing to take that jump. And to kind of rebuttal the questions of like, hey, is AI going to replace like me as an agent? The answer is no. Like you said, you still need a captain to pilot the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And what is going to happen is that agencies that embrace new technology are going to price other agencies out of the market. So the best way that I've found to explain this is, let's say that there's two fishermen. One of them has a spear and one of them has a net. They're both doing the same activity, but the one with the net is just much more efficient and is able to offer their fish at a lower price because they have more of it. They have more supply of it. It's not that the net was the reason that the other fishermen went out of business. It's just that one of them decided to embrace new technologies and decided to take that risk. So I usually tell our prospects, if they're apprehensive of joining, is like, hey, sure, maybe today is not the day for you to join, but keep an open mind and see what happens. And maybe don't jump off the deep end. Maybe, just get your feet wet first. Try. We were just talking, you were away, but we were talking about after hours or on the weekends. If those were calls you were going to miss anyway, might as well have the AI answer them,
Yeah.
right? So there's different ways to look at it, but at the end of the day, there's not one right answer to that question.
Well, I mean, I think it gets tossed around a little bit. I think it gets accredited to Jeff Roy for saying it somewhere. It may have been BrainShare a couple of years ago with Cass. But agents that adopt AI are going to replace agents that don't. It's really that simple. It's not that AI is going to come in and take anybody's job, because there's going to be a certain component of our jobs that are always going to require a human to do it to a certain degree. I mean,
100%.
especially in the world that Kyle and I live in with commercial, heavily commercial focused agency, we're always going to be in the mix, period.
Yeah. And we're not even looking to do anything to replace people.
No, but you have to understand, like, all of the conspiracy theorists, all the people who don't adopt AI, that's their first thought. Now, my challenge to them would be, 5 years ago, y'all were saying the same thing about VAs, yet you're still here. Why is this any different, right? It's not any different. It's something that makes your job much easier. And again, if you're looking at things from a business owner's perspective, my number one goal is to generate revenue and profit. Like, that's it. Like, I need to sales and profit, client servicing and all that. Yes, it's important and it's part of that mission. But if I'm not generating sales and then managing that to a profitable level, I'm not going to have a business regardless. And in order for me to do that, I have to spend as much of my time as possible focusing on sales and profit.